This video is to show you how to change the transfer case oil on a Porsche Cayenne 958 3 litre diesel. You will need some Ravenol 75W90 transfer case oil, only a litre or so, and some Permatex thread sealant. The first thing we need to do is get the car up in the air. If you have air suspension, you can simply raise it. If not, you'll need to use jacks and axle stands. Once underneath the car, you can see on the transfer case there is a fill plug and a drain plug. Notice how they are not screwed all the way in. This will be important later on, because if you over tighten these, you will crack the transfer case. To remove the drain and filler plugs, you will need an 8mm Allen key. I suggest you remove the filler plug first. That way, if you have any problems with it, you won't have drained all your oil out and then would have no way of putting the fresh oil back in. Before you remove the drain cap, make sure you have a suitable container to catch the oil as it comes out and a rag to wipe up any spillages. After you've removed the plugs, I suggest you give them a good wire brush to remove the remnants of any thread sealant that's already on them. To help prevent any leaks, it's very important that you get the threads as clean as possible. Before you put the drain plug back in, give it a thorough clean and wipe off any excess oil. On the back of the thread sealer, you'll notice there's an awful lot of small print that says it's basically really nasty stuff, so I would suggest you wear nitrile gloves or something similar. Before you can use it, you need to mix the contents together thoroughly. To apply the sealant, you simply run a bead roughly in the middle of the thread. We're now ready to put the drain plug back in. It's very important you don't over tighten the drain plug, otherwise you will crack the transfer case. With the drain plug now in, it's time to fill it. You can extend the spout on the oil, put it into the filler and gently start squeezing the oil into the transfer case. You know it's full when it starts to leak out. Once filled, you simply put the fill plug back in again and tighten it up with the thread lock. Again, do not over tighten it. Once you've got the plug back in, the job is done and you can safely dispose of the old oil that came out. Porsche sealed the oil in the transfer case for life, but as you can see by the colour of this, after only 40,000 miles it's got very dirty, so I would suggest doing it every 40,000 miles.